I was lost,
but
now
iPod
was blind.
but
now
now
I
watch.
Yes,
I
I
will
will watch.
I've seen them come, I've watched them go, watched them rise, witnessed it and watched them blow. Watched them all blossom and watched them grow. Watched the lawsuits when they lost their dough.
Hello, and welcome to a very, very special episode of Who Watches Watching the Detectives.
We're hopped
a
up.
weekly podcast, a weekly podcast,
Every
Well, it is,
episode's
yeah.
a weekly episode, you silly goose.
where we watch the 2007 romantic comedy, Watching the Detectives, directed by Paul Soder, starring Cillian Murphy and Lucy Liu. My name is Eleanor. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Grace and Summer. And we just
I'm
watched
Summer.
the movie
I'm
for the
Ann.
25th time, meaning we are 1/4 of the way through this. I mean,
We're like a bunch of kids hopped up on
it's an experience.
Pixie Sticks.
Pixie
All right, I'm gonna
Sticks?
rate my letterbox review while we're doing this.
We only have to watch this 75 more times. I don't like pixie sticks. They taste really bad.
I haven't had them in a long time. The orange ones though.
I've actually never had a pixie stick. I lied. I don't know if they taste bad because I've never had one.
That's crazy.
You're just lying. You're just lying to everybody.
Big liar today. You were lying on the podcast. I mean, the watch along.
The watch along.
What did I lie about in the watch along?
So much.
Any specific examples?
I don't know. It was an hour and a half ago.
I don't remember what. Yeah.
It was not an hour and a half ago. It was 5 minutes ago.
Well, the end. I don't know if you were lying at the end. We were all kind of done talking near the end.
Yeah. At the end, we started talking about Knight Rider.
Yeah.
So if that's any
If
indication of
you're
how well the
60
watch
years
along went.
old, you're excited to hear that.
What up, fellow elders?
if the people watching haven't seen this, as a special for episode 25, we recorded a 90-minute live watch along as we watched the movie. I would say that it's our commentary of the movie, but it's not. That would be a lie. And I don't like to lie.
I don't know if that's
I love
true.
to lie. One of us always lies. One of us always tells the truth.
And one of us always forgets.
One of us gets yelled at for trying to be creative and inject joy and positivity
Oh, is
into
that
the
me?
podcast.
I know it's not you.
How is everybody's watch this week?
It was a
Wonderful.
really good watch.
All things considered, I think it was pretty successful. I had a good time. What did everybody rate the movie? I gave it 3 stars.
I'm still working on that.
I gave it a 3.5.
3.5. I don't do half stars. No half measures. Ain't no half stepping, as Big Daddy Kane said.
So I'm doing this for my review. By the way, this movie's 94 minutes long. We've watched it 25 times.
Uh-huh.
That's 2,350 minutes
Okay, how many hours?
divided by 60
60?
minutes.
Well, it's what? That's 37.5?
That's 39.1.
So
39.
1 day and 2/3.
Wow.
You divide that by 24, could you, Grace?
Oh, divide 39 by 24?
Yeah.
That's 1.6 days.
I'm a genius.
Okay.
I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, you're pretty flicking cool. So we're gonna have spent like 6 days watching this movie by the end of it.
1 week.
Oh, it's been.
It's been.
For copyright reasons, we had to redact the rest of the song.
Any housekeeping? Is it time for a new baby measurement?
Housekeeping. Yeah, well, yes, but also housekeeping. It's a milestone, so I get to ask my favorite milestone question.
Okay.
My bangs are so short.
Okay, is that your question?
Yes. Do you guys like my haircut? That's
Yes,
my milestone
I
I
question.
do like your haircut,
Okay,
but the
milestone
viewers
question.
can't see your haircut because this is a podcast.
This is a podcast.
Okay, so my haircut, I have a mohawk that is 10 feet tall.
Yep.
It's true. It's like
so
falling.
awesome.
It's tilting to the
Yeah.
side a little bit.
It's
but
actually
we don't say that to
multiple.
Grace.
It looks a little bit like a bobby pin. It's got a lot of bends and curves.
It's
in
really
it.
cool. I'm really talented. How do we feel?
You could pick a lock. with it.
25 weeks into this.
I'm ready to go another 25 at least.
Well, I got
I
great
feel
news.
really rejuvenated.
These last 2 weeks, I feel the same. I felt really, like,
I was in a slump.
refreshed.
And the sun is out now. And
The sun is
the
out.
season, we were right. The seasonal depression has gone away and this movie is
Yeah.
so
now
joyous.
it's just normal depression.
Here comes the sun.
Doot,
Do,
doot,
do, do,
doot,
do.
doot. No, you can't do that's too close.
Yep. You can
You're
do
like,
the
doot,
first
doot.
4.
Doot, doot.
Doodle
Do, 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 do.
Doot, doot.
Grace, please inform us. How big our baby?
How
Howbigourbaby.com.
big that baby?
Can we buy the domain howbigourbaby.com?
Can we please? And it's one of us has to be on call at all times to answer the question. Like you have to physically type it in.
Yeah.
And we send you a video and we go, your baby this big.
Your baby this big. And we show you with our hands.
So if you remember, for the past 3 weeks, our baby has been eggplant sized.
Yep.
Our baby has grown, which I'm sure it grew
sure-
in between.
I think it was developing its little
Yeah.
baby
It's been
organs.
various eggplants.
Yeah. So this for the next 3 weeks,
Okay.
according to
I think it's a squash.
a squash.
A loaf of pumpernickel.
I think if I had to guess, I'd say our
According
baby squash.
To pregnancy-birthbaby.org.au.
Okay.
Our baby for the next 3 weeks will be papaya size.
Oh.
Papaya. I feel like papayas are so much smaller than an eggplant. How big is a papaya?
I don't think you know, which is
I don't
I've
know
never
if I've
actually
ever
seen a papaya.
seen a papaya.
and yet you're so eager to shit on howbigourbaby.com.org.au.
I'm
I
imagining
love howbigyourbaby.com.
a papaya to be like this big.
You're thinking.
clearly it's
You're
not.
thinking of an avocado.
Yeah, which was like 5 weeks ago. That was an avocado was 16 weeks.
It's a little bit more than 5 weeks, Grace.
I don't know how to count. I go to art school. Fuck you.
Grace. Surely you have to measure something in our.
What kind of film? You know what's really awesome is I had to learn finally gallery standard hanging methods.
Oh.
Which is like finding the halfway point of a
Teaching
wall
Grace
and then
hanging
dividing
methods
it.
is very dangerous.
Yeah.
And I had to keep asking my professor, who was not super cheesed about it. I'd be like, so how do I find this measurement? He's like,
With
you really should know. He literally was like, you really should know how to do this.
Yeah, you really should. Okay, so that we know how big our baby is.
Papaya.
We know our baby papaya size. Papaya to papaya size.
I
I would usually I address all the things that I said that were wrong in the last episode, but I haven't watched the last episode yet, so I'm just gonna assume that everything I said was right.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to hit any other, or do we want to just go straight into our segments?
Everybody,
Yeah.
Yeah.
quote that movie.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Quote that movie right.
Movie right.
ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Movie quoting time.
Welcome to the first segment of this episode. Quote.
Oh.
The quoting portion where we quote our favorite quotes from this movie this week. Grace,
Yeah.
you seemed pretty eager.
Yeah, I changed it because you guys were bullying me.
Yeah, because you picked your quote in the first 15 minutes of the movie again.
It was gonna be rah.
Yeah.
Because it made me laugh. But I've changed it.
Okay.
Because you guys bullied me.
Right. We established.
Yeah. You guys bullied me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we do viciously.
My Who Watches Watching the Directors quote your movie time quote of the week.
You got it?
Sponsored by Pepto-Bismol.
Okay, sure.
That's a question. Is shh. Some of us are trying to watch the movie.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. You're the Pollock.
And he's like upset about it. I am.
Summer.
Eleanor, you can't say that.
Summer. Yes, I can. Summer, what's your quote of the week?
You think I can afford a silent alarm? Forget
Forget
about it.
it.
Eleanor,
Yeah.
tell me that quote.
You don't ask the goddamn questions. We ask the goddamn questions.
What an all-timer.
These are good. These are good.
These
quotes.
are all good quotes.
This movie is maybe the most quotable movie of all time.
I would put it up there.
I would put it up there for certain.
I think it's time.
Oh, we're just zipping right through. Okay.
We're zipping and zooping.
We're zooping and zapping.
It's time for everybody's favorite new segment of the pod. My game shows what?
Your brain knows.
So last week, we left off on the pivotal scene, Tits Up Detective Bugger.
I'm still not. I don't know if I am.
I would like to know what scene comes next and what did I call it?
Detective Bugger.
Or what would you call it?
We just watched it. It's like literally like in one ear out the other.
Right.
The next scene, why, it's the stalking scene, of course.
Indeed it is.
It is, yes. I would call it Stalking with Friends.
Okay, okay.
I would call it, oh God, I know you put something about those fucking sunglasses in there.
Yeah, you're calling it like baby sunglass problem or
It's
something.
gonna be like baby sunglass window peeper.
Sunglass Window Peeper is a really good band name.
Window peeper. Nope, it's baby's first stalking.
I do like that. I do like that.
Oh, you're not gonna shit on me this time?
No,
Okay.
I think for like a technical DVD title, it works too. Because like, yeah, no,
What comes after baby's first stalking?
Your turn, Grace, your turn.
the phone number. No, don't. Oh my god, don't put me on the spot like that.
Grace-
Babies for. I have to play through the entire movie in my head in chronological order.
Yeah, the farther we get into this, the better it gets.
Commercial, lunch.
You went all the way back to the commercial.
I have
all the way back?
I have to go through the whole movie chronologically to get back there.
This is gonna be a long segment if you have to
Yeah,
do that
man.
every time.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, no, once I'm there, I'm there.
They're sitting in front of her TV. He says, of course, it wasn't your house. There's a TV there. There's
Oh,
a
it's
sex scene. They
pornographic
have
channels.
sex.
The sex scene.
And what did I call it?
Fire hazard.
A wide variety of pornographic channels.
Space Channel.
Well, Space Channel?
I called it Space Channel.
I don't want to be mean to you today.
I mean, it's all right. It's okay.
What comes after Space Channel?
After that, are you including the pool hopping into
The
the
whole Pink Mountain
into the
Tops
car in the sex scene?
sequence.
Yeah.
Well, after that,
Sex scene into.
Well, no, the
literally just
the pool hop is its own scene in my because it's a different location.
But it's
then
like.
it's pool hop.
Yeah. And what would you call it?
I would call it pool hop.
I would call it.
I would call it damp seats.
I would call it relationship montage.
It's called Pool Hop Car Sop.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. You got a certified cackle from that one.
What scene comes after Pool Hop Car Sop?
After pool hop, car sop rock is my favorite musician.
Carson Rock is awesome.
Shaking my head.
This is so embarrassing because we literally just watched the movie and
Indeed
I've
you
seen
did.
it 30 times.
I feel like he's back in.
Is it?
Back in
He's back in the
Gumshoe.
store.
Mm-hmm.
Is this when they're going to the park?
Is it the park?
It is the
Yeah,
park
it's
scene.
before the park.
Yay!
I counted the scene where he runs into Marsha and Buddy in Gumshoe and then at the park.
Yeah.
Just because it's such a short scene, I didn't want to have like 100
Yeah.
separate.
Okay.
And what would you call it?
I would call it dropping Killian's baby.
Yeah,
Not.
that one's okay. I don't fully agree with it, but I'll give it to you.
I'm trying to make like a horror movie pun reference.
Right.
I keep going back to like The Hills Have Eyes or something.
Right.
Or like I want to do like Children of the Corn, like Violet of the Corn.
Right.
I'm gonna go Violet of the Corn.
It's called Double Date Disaster.
Okay, I like that.
It's like you changed the principles that you're naming these movies on every single time you
Yeah,
name
it's
them.
really funny.
Yeah. Exactly. What comes after Double Date Disaster?
After Double Date Disaster,
The
Is-
borophobia.
no.
No.
After Double Date Disaster is they're back in Gumshoe.
Mm-hmm.
Is piss on his foot.
Piss on his foot.
Ding, 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 ding. And what would you call it?
I would call it foot piss.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it Fetishists of the World Unite and Take Over.
Okay. Okay. That's
Foot pee
kind of a wordy one.
Bet.
It's giving
Foot
it.
pee bet.
It's giving Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah giant monsters all out attack.
I love a long title, man.
You're close, Summer. I called it Burrito Face Piss Foot.
So I got the piss foot part.
Well, you said foot piss, but
Burrito
yeah.
Oh my
I'm
god.
so sorry.
And one final scene, and then I have an additional question because we've made it past the halfway point. What scene follows Burrito Face Piss Foot?
I know, Grace. Do you know?
No, I'm gonna tell you right now, I probably don't. I'm like racking my brain.
He goes over to Violet's house.
Is it the
They're
basketball
supposed to have a date. they break into the old lady's house and watch the basketball
Yeah,
game
yeah,
and he
yeah.
spills beer all over the cats.
Okay, yeah.
And you would call it?
I would call it inconsiderate house guest.
That's a good one.
Here's the thing: is like you don't really rock with puns, but I would call it like Pilsner, like a cat purrs and a Pilsner, like a beer.
Grace, I love a pun, but every time I do a pun, you throw rocks at me.
Maybe I don't love a pun.
I
Maybe I
called
need
it-
to.
I called it Check on Cat Lady.
Check on cat lady. Chekhov's cat lady.
Chekhov's Cat Lady.
I think in a traditional DVD it would be called The Basketball Game.
And
My name is
I have-
Neil. I got a basketball game tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I have a question.
I got a point guard. I got a shoe game.
What happens at the exact middle point of this movie?
The exact middle point of this movie. Oh my god. I know it. I know it because we once stopped at the exact middle point of the movie.
It's not the garage, is it?
The what?
The garage.
No, because that hasn't happened yet.
The what, Grace?
Don't make her say it again.
Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know?
Let me see. What was picnic scene? I think it's when he is outside Violet's house is the halfway point in the movie.
No. Grace, do you want to have one more shot at this?
Is that before or after?
It's before. Grace, you get one more shot.
I'm thinking. Sorry, I know that me sitting in silence and staring off isn't like conductive to an audio format.
Conducive.
Ew, did I ask?
Is it Picnic Lady Best Actress Confrontation?
Nope. And you've already guessed.
Fuck you. I can guess as many times as I want.
It's not Violet standing outside the park, is it?
Nope.
I don't know why I thought that was it. I don't know. I have like no concept of time.
The exact center point that divides this movie into two halves is them having sex.
That's crazy.
Oh, ew. Ew, yuck. Yuck.
And that concludes my game shows. What?
Your brain knows.
Thank you all for participating.
Ba 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 ba.
Ba-dum-bum.
We've lost all of you. We've been doing this. We're entering. I think we're getting close to hour 2. I love talking over the Sequel Seekers intro, by the way. It's my favorite.
Sequel Seekers.
Sequels for listeners.
It's the time of the podcast that some of our hosts have grown to fear.
Oh, I'm past it. I'm not
where
scared
we
anymore.
pitch our sequels to this movie right now.
I'm not afraid anymore.
Right
And
now.
I think a certain
Now,
member
with our us.
knows whose turn it is.
Do you think?
I think
how
we all
awesome-
know whose turn it
Yeah,
is.
we do this week. I remembered.
Whose turn is it, Grace?
Grace, you can't just raise your hand. This is a
Grace,
podcast.
Stop with the vision. I'm gonna stop
I'm
letting us.
talking. I'm saying me. I'm saying me.
I'm gonna-
You can't hear it. It's not picking up on Discord.
I'm gonna
It's not picking. I'm doing the.
I'm gonna stop you from turning your camera on.
We're gonna have a problem.
You got a bone to pick?
I'm gonna have a bone to pick. My sequel this week is not a movie.
Okay.
Really?
It is a video game, and it's not really a sequel. There's no story.
Is this your second video game?
No, Nicole did the video game.
Yeah. I feel like somebody else did a video game though.
No, yeah, there was definitely another video
Maybe
game.
it was me. I don't know. Do you think
And I
I'm
think
gonna
it was
remember?
you.
I think it was you, Grace.
Okay, well, this is different.
Okay.
I hope. I'm gonna be really pissed off if I've already done this.
All right.
It's happened before.
Yep.
I want to do Mortal Kombat. I want a watching the detectives fighting game.
Put us in the fighting game.
Weird DLC fighters, absolutely.
Yeah, you
I
have to-
can't remember what your video game was last time, but it was a video game.
We are not like separate people. We're like ice climbers in Super Smash Brothers,
It was
where there's the 3 of us.
It was a Telltale like. Of
Oh, a
watching the
Telltale,
detectives.
yeah.
That was
Yeah,
your video
Telltale
game.
story watching. Yeah. So very different. 2 very different video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a Mortal Kombat style fighting game
Okay.
watching the detectives.
With Andy and Glenn, Tony,
Andy and Glenn,
and
Tony, the other guy.
Rick.
There's enough characters in this movie
Yeah,
to fill up
Denise
a roster.
and Chad, Jonathan and Lucian,
Emerson
Marsha
is in
and
a mech.
Buddy.
Emerson.
Like
Like-
in Fortnite, they won't allow like children as Fortnite characters, so they put them in mech suits.
Oh,
if you're under 18.
Okay.
That's why Morty from Rick and Morty is like that in Fortnite. And I think the South Park kids are also in mech suits.
yeah.
I thought that was just because they were small. Is it because they're
No.
children?
Yeah, because they're, well, maybe
their
it's
hitbox
both, but
is
it is
small.
because they're children, technically. Yeah, and they don't want them, like,
Being
Exploding
shot with guns.
into gold bars and
and loot. And an epic chaos rifle.
big chug splash.
Oof. Yeah, Emerson will be in a mech a la Fortnite.
Of course.
Frisbee guy is there.
And his frisbee wife?
I'm gonna say not Frisbee wife because she's pregnant and that feels inhumane.
But Emerson is fine.
But
That's
Frisbee
true.
wife is like a background.
you put Emerson
yeah.
in a mech and he's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is a pregnant lady but a baby mech, a flesh mech?
Yo!
Oh my god, you're mine.
No, I think that Frisbee lady is in the background of the park map, obviously.
And she's reacting with her facial expressions.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's walking forward, but she's like a Titan in Attack on Titan.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's like a screen hazard.
Well, she is.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
is a
you
Titan
get it, you
on,
get it.
on the screen. A cinematic Titan.
Like the Smash Bros map where it's the kid's room and the mom
Yes, you get
enters
it.
and you have to avoid the
It's
light.
less Mortal
like
Kombat,
that.
more Smash Bros. Because of the gimmick. Yeah,
Right. Okay, sure.
everybody's here
Everybody.
watching the Detectives Ultimate, watching the Detectives Smash. The three of us are DLC
We're
characters, but
watching
we're
the
like
Detective Smash?
Yeah, we're watching Detectives
Well, I mean,
Clash of
I
the
guess.
Detectives.
I'm
Clash
not-
of the Detectives.
Smash of the Detective.
Detective Smash.
My name is Detective Smash.
We are DLC characters, but you can't play with all of us separately because that is unfair.
You don't want
So we're
us-
one unit. We're like the ice climbers. So like when you do a move, it mirrors 3 times.
Oh.
That seems really
I
overpowered.
really don't
It's-
know if we have the synergy to be ice climbers.
We can be like Pokemon.
Where they switch
Or a
out.
Pokemon trainer. Well, if we're the
It's Skippy.
Pokemon in the it's Skippy.
Skippy,
Yes.
of course.
Skippy,
Or One True
Skippy
Pair.
throws us out. Or One True I don't want One True Pair there.
Yeah, no, One True Pair doesn't control us.
I think that
We let One True Pair in the studio.
Neil is a close range God damn it. Close range weapons guy, and he has a baseball bat. Lucian is obviously skilled in the martial arts.
Of course.
Martial arts.
I think that Violet is like a jack of all trades. She has a bunch of different. She can like kick,
I think Violet is like Melina.
but she also throws like bombs.
Okay, here's the question I have for you, Grace.
Yeah, what's up?
What is the title?
Detective Smash.
Awful.
Clash of the Clash.
And you get mad at me for my titles.
I didn't really have a title. I have a confession to make. I didn't have a sequel until about 2 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, because that's never happened before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've been thinking about this for a while, so it's not like I'm just cooking this up out of nowhere. I've been wanting to bring
You
this up for a while.
tried.
Yeah,
You tried,
I
you just
tried.
failed.
I tried.
I tried.
Yeah, I don't think I failed. I think you guys liked my idea.
No, I did, yeah. I was gonna say you failed in creating an idea ahead of
Oh
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm yeah. Well, no, because I created an idea ahead of time. And it just was not the idea that it should have been.
It was a different idea.
It was a different idea.
Indeed, it was.
And sometimes, you know what? Like, you guys, sometimes people are different and ideas are different, and you guys need to get used to that.
I know
can't believe
Mr.
the
Bigot isn't
telling
talking.
us this. People are gonna think you're actually
People are
a
gonna think
bigot.
I'm actually a bigot, and it's awful. And I'm
It's
gonna, I cry
awful.
myself to sleep every night. And you guys wonder why I have OCD.
I don't think
giving
we
you morality
caused.
OCD
Let's be real
right
for a
now.
second. Let's be truthful and speak from the heart. I don't think we gave you OCD, Grace.
Everyone thinks I'm a bigot. Everyone thinks I'm a bigot. Everyone thinks I'm a bigot.
What if you
First, you're
say
not a
something
bigot.
bad?
Fuck you, bigot.
All right. Well, thanks for the sequel this week.
I'm so
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
keep
of
an eye
this
out.
Detective
sleep.
Keep an
Smash.
eye
That's
out.
a good one. I really can't wait for us to capitalize on that intellectual property.
in GameStop's 2029.
That's a pretty long developmental cycle. That'll give us
Yeah.
time to really polish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
gonna
do
come
need
out-
the time because
It's gonna be
Lord
$75.
knows we don't fucking use it.
No. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be $75. We're gonna delay it 4 times.
Uh-huh.
I feel like $75 in 2029 is going to be like $20 now.
That's like
All right.
nothing.
It's gonna be $800.
There you go. That's much better.
yeah.
We're gonna delay it 12 times.
The GTA 5 of Mortal Kombat games.
There's
Absolutely.
going to be actually like every character you have to purchase separately.
That's
And every
crazy.
character is you have to buy detective coin
Uh-huh.
to purchase the characters. Every
I see, so
character
it's League of
is
Legends.
yeah. Every character is 20,000 detective coins, and every one detective coin is $40. You have no base game
Crunch
characters
the
unlocked.
numbers. Crunch the numbers.
I don't want to. I'm tired.
20,000 times 400.
I don't want to. I'm tired.
You the game that you pay for the 70
$8 million?
the $800 like buy fee that just buys you the maps and the ability to play the games, but you also only get one map and you still have to buy the characters to play on the map.
Grace,
This just seems really bad.
this seems like
Grace,
a
this
scam.
seems bad.
I don't think anybody's going to want to play this game, Grace.
But don't worry, because after everyone already bought it in 2029 when
They're-
it comes out,
I don't think they're going to do that.
after everyone bought it in about 2 years, we're gonna make it free,
oh.
free to buy.
Oh.
So like you can get the base game for free, but you still have to buy all the characters. And if you already bought the game, you get like
You get nothing. Fuck you.
You get a stamp in the mail.
you can make Neil green.
The Neil Green skin. Lizard Neil.
And we're
exclusive
immediately-
skin.
Wizard.
It's going to be exclusive to our proprietary launcher. You can't get it on Steam.
Proprietary launcher, proprietary hardware.
Yeah, proprietary.
You have to buy
We're
an
making our own system.
We have
Yeah.
and it's on the PC, but you have to buy our proprietary GPU.
Yeah, if you want it on
Using
your computer,
quantum
you have
qubits.
to.
No, not the qubits.
Yeah. But it doesn't go like you. It goes on your hard drive still. Like we don't.
We don't provide storage space.
We don't provide storage, and it's going to be about 700 gigs.
That's not that bad. That really is not that bad.
That's just
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
just what games are
I'm
now.
pretty
All
sure
right, let me-
Sea of Thieves is larger than that.
Let me talk to my guys. Because they're also telling me that we could do like 4 Yoda bytes.
Yoda bites.
Yeah, Yoda bytes. You know Yoda bytes.
I don't know.
Delicious
if it's
this
pronounced.
game is.
Yeah. So we're working on we're working on it. Oh, and did I mention not every character is going to be available at launch.
I see.
So Neil and Violet will be the first 2
I
characters
think
available.
we can move on from
when the
this
game
bit,
drops.
Grace. I think it's time.
And then
One
6 months
true player has
later,
been standing off screen very politely.
6 months later, Lucian and Jonathan will be added. But by then,
I'm sorry,
Neil
One
and
True
Violet
Player.
will have like 20,000.
I don't know what's wrong with Grace. I know she hates you, but like
And then in like
dead set
another
on
2
just not letting you
years,
be a part of the show anymore. I think.
in another 2 years, they had Buddy and Emerson. And Emerson never gets a skin for some reason until like 4 years in development when they add
I'm
Andy and
just gonna
Glenn.
go. My one true
My
pair for
whole
this
body
week
hurts.
is the astronaut cardboard cutout and Liberace cardboard cutout. On
Didn't
account
you
of-
ship Liberace with someone before?
I did, but I can ship them with multiple people. This has never been an issue before.
Okay, no, that's fine.
We've shipped Neil with like 15 different people.
It
We can
wasn't.
ship-
It wasn't an issue.
We can ship
I wasn't
Liberace
saying it
and
was an
Neil
issue.
Armstrong together.
I made myself laugh so hard with my own Yoda bite joke that I was in physical pain.
I was watching you. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Summer, what's your one true pair this week?
I don't know. It's Neil and Jason, I guess.
Okay.
That's
I
crazy. I like
guess.
that. I like that.
Jason.
I'm just naming 2 kids.
Jason's gonna come
Oh my
in
God.
here
Look,
and he's gonna show me
it's
his thing.
Jason.
And I'm gonna sign
But
his
they're like-
thing.
They're at the end of their relationship. It's been a long relationship. Jason's the old comfortable shoe.
Oh.
I see. And Grace.
Yeah.
What's your one true pair this week? I know you got one.
Yeah, my one true pair is fridge dog and toilet paper string. Or spring, sorry.
Sure. Okay.
They're
They're
dog and
technically
the
in the
spring.
same scene together.
Yep.
They never interact. I
Nope,
don't even know
they're
if they
forbidden.
see each other.
They
Romeo and
can.
Juliet.
They can't interact.
Romeo and Juliet, they know of each other's existence. Actually, toilet paper spring has like a parasocial relationship with fridge dog.
Toilet paper
and it's
spring.
really disturbing.
Oh, toilet paper spring.
Wherefore out thou toilet paper spring.
Yep, you got it.
Yep.
And I think that's our podcast this week. I think
Can we go?
I think we answered every single question.
I have no more.
I know one question that we answered.
Really?
Who watches Watching the Detectives?
I
you
actually
guys?
do have a question. Is if we answer the same question every week, how do we know when we've truly answered it?
I think it's just something
'Cause
you
I
feel
feel
like-
in your body.
I feel like we're never gonna
We
truly
did!
answer that question.
We did.
But
It's us.
who's
We did.
Who's us? Who's we?
I'm 25th episode Grace.
I'm Otis of Otis's
What?
Opuses.
And I'm Julianne Moore from Jurassic
You
Park
can't
2.
be Julianne Moore for Jurassic Park
And
2.
Killian's
You
about to
can't.
play us out.
You
Play
can't.
us out, Killian.
Ba 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 ba.
Oh man, I wanted to make a Rocky joke.
Go ahead.
I wanted to do it while we were watching the movie. While the intro was playing, I wanted to do the Rocky theme music, and I completely forgot.
Well,
about
write it down
until right
for
now.
25
That's so
weeks.
I'll do it for
long
50.
ago.
When we do
I'll do it for
50.
50.
All right, my computer's about to die, so I got. Bye.
Bye.
I'm tired.
Now, this is very special to me because in like the early 2000s, I was in America and I wasn't really happy with the sort of work I was doing, and I wasn't really happy with my approach to acting. And everyone was like, "Man, you gotta watch Cassavetes," and like it was kind of embarrassing that I hadn't watched it by then. So I went out and I bought this collection